I'd just like to talk a little bit now about one of my favourite movies of all time. I've already mentioned this before in another video, but I've got the special edition of this movie here as well, and that is Brian De Palma's Body Double. Now I've got here both the Region 1 and the Region 2 versions of the movie. Here's the Region 1 here, this is the Region 2. Obviously you can tell the difference because it's got the UK certificate. Anyway, now these are just the regular versions of the movie. They don't contain any special features whatsoever apart from the theatrical trailer. Now the Region 2 just has the anamorphic widescreen version of the movie, whereas the Region 1 has the widescreen anamorphic version, and on the other side of the disc it also has a full frame version of the film. So I guess that's handy for some people, I guess. If you haven't seen this film, I highly recommend it. It's a great sort of edge of your seat thriller starring Craig Wasson, Melanie Griffith and Greg Henry. Sorry, I forgot his name for a second there. It also has a great music score by Pino Donaggio. And I don't think you can buy the soundtrack. I think you used to be able to get it, but it's now unfortunately deleted. Anyway, let's move on to the special edition. Here it is here. As you can see, it's got a completely new cover design. I must say I prefer the original cover design to this new one. But obviously this is a special edition and it has a lot more features on it. It features 4 new featurettes featuring interviews with Brian De Palma, Melanie Griffith, Deborah Shelton, Greg Henry and Dennis Franz. You probably remember Dennis Franz from Hill Street Blues. He was also in Psycho 2, he played Mr. Toomey, the new owner of the Bates Motel. That's just a couple of things he was in anyway. Anyway, this comes highly recommended from me because I've always wanted a special edition of this movie. The only disappointing thing is that it doesn't contain an audio commentary, unfortunately. It would have been nice to hear Brian De Palma, you know, talking his way through the movie and explaining bits and pieces about how it was shot, what he did here and there, etc. But unfortunately, there is no audio commentary. But the documentaries included are still very good and well worth it. I must point out that Greg Henry, he doesn't seem to age at all. He looks just as young as he did in the film here. Now, in this special edition was shot just in the last 2 or 3 years or something. Well, 2006 I think. Last 4 years. So obviously, for some reason, he must eat well and he mustn't smoke because he hasn't aged a bit, I tell you. What else? And on this version, this is the Region 1 version, by the way. It has the anamorphic widescreen version of the movie. I think it's been remastered once again. I think it's a different master than what was used on these other two here. But I guess it does look a little bit better. I couldn't notice too much difference myself, to be honest. But I guess if you scrutinise it a bit more closely, you might really notice, you know, what they've done here and there. If they've brightened the image and what have you. You know, boosted the colour up, took some of the grain away and some of the muck and dirt on the film frames. But anyway, this comes highly recommended. Just give you a shot of the inside there. So if you want this and you live in the UK and you're a big fan of Body Double, you're going to have to import it because it's not available on Region 2 as of yet, as far as I'm aware. I haven't checked, but I don't think it is available yet. If it ever will be available in this country as a special edition, I'm not even sure it's going to come out. You never know. Some films for some reason, don't seem to come out over here on DVD ever. Only on Region 1. You lucky Americans, eh? I guess we've got the odd few that doesn't come out over there, but I'm not sure which ones. There's bound to be some though, isn't there? Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I've got to say about this. So, anyway, I recommend you get a hold of this special edition of Body Double if you're a big fan of the movie. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.